Hello. What?
This is for Dwayne, and Monty, and the rest of you chicken shits. You didn't think we could get inside that old army bunker. Well, guess where we are, motherfuckers? Bunker busters rule! Give me another fucking Boris, dude. Place is a shithole. Nothing but dust and rat turds. Just one door left we're trying to get open. Get the fucking door open, pussy! Use a damn crowbar! What the fuck? A fucking robot! What the fuck's it doing down here? See if it wants some fucking boars. Oh shit! Oh shit! Run, dude, run!
Yeah, I was gonna say hello, but that happened. It's not my fault. Definitely not my fault. We're going to Denver. We're exploring the rest of the map, and let's continue. I don't know. There's no way to avoid that, I assume. I think that's just a joke. It's a joke. It's the game being jokey and just like, look at what you've done. But not really. You didn't do anything. Because we didn't. They were the ones that got into... They knew there was the monster army as well that was in there.
Big news, Coloradians. Union Station has been liberated by the Rangers. Reports say they cracked some skulls.
Oh, we did crack some skulls. Thank you very much. A group of robots stands in an open area, all facing in the same direction, as if they were listening to something. Yeah, they were listening to the radio, because that's what I was listening to. They haven't seen you, though. So we're gonna use, avoid. Absolutely. Using the lay of the land, you keep out of sight of the robots as you back away and drive off. Not really the backing away bit, though, but, you were driving off. That's for sure. And, I saw that red little bit. I'm not... It's... Oh, that's not... Oh, that is a skull. So... Stuff is going on. Why is it a skull in some places and a radioactive sun in others? We will never know. I mean, maybe we will know, but just not right now. Okay, moving down here. Just to clear out the whole of the area. Because we have been here before, naturally. And we cleared the whole place out. Or did we? This doesn't look safe. Save the game. Thank you. Go down there. No radiation? At least not that...
Stay vigilant, citizens. Communists are everywhere. They hate and fear us because we are free. Trust in the Gipper, and may the God President bless America.
Mm-hmm. So... That's where we've been already. Yeah, we're gonna meet the Gippers. The Reaganists. Reaganists. Reagan? There's a name for it, I'm sure. For people who...
Just your daily reminder to stay away from the abandoned parts of Denver, where unseen voices whisper and dumpster divers disappear. Brrr, spooky stuff. And now, some music.
No, you can't say spooky stuff with that voice. That's on purpose, right? I don't know if it is on purpose, because in those cases, it's sort of written before the voice actress is chosen. And, oh, it's this song over here. It's pretty decent. And pretty good. But decent does not convey the meaning that I was actually trying to give. But, yeah, so I don't know if that was written... If that was an interpretation of a written line, or if it was a line written to be like that. Know what I mean? Probably not, because I am not very good at explaining myself. Not much more than a glorified tent. Keeps the wind... Yes, it does. So, search the place. Padlocked, and we got trooper legs. That's probably the biggest disappointment. We got... This is new armor, I think. There they are, the trooper legs. The armor is probably the biggest disappointment of the whole itemization game. Or part of the game, rather. Because armor is so easy to make... Oh, we can't interact with that. No, we can. It was hiding from us. Armor is so easy to make, like, the default new item, because it's something that multiple of your characters will need. It's something that it makes sense for you to get a new armor when you go to a new place, because, you know, people wear sort of more or less the same stuff. And it's a very easy way to just balance combat around. Because knowing... It's basically like... you just know how much health your characters will have based on the armor that you give them in any area. So, it's sort of fascinating that they really don't... The armor rating doesn't go up at all. We're more or less at where we were at the beginning of the game. Now, earlier in the... Oh?
To Sal, the voice of the commune and free Colorado. And now, more music.
Thank you, Sal. Very kind. Spooky stuff. The voice of the commune and free Colorado. Interesting words. Interesting mixture. I wonder if commune is a word that has been appropriated by the Gippers. Or, and, you know, because of the free and all that. Or if they are actually using the word in the more politically inclined way, which is like freedom from oppression or freedom from hierarchies and all that sort of stuff. Or they could just be using it as propaganda, which is very possible. What do we have over here? The rubble-strewn streets of Denver, the mile-high city. Is that how it's called? Interesting. The Colorado State Capitol building... No, wait. State Capitol building. That's this thing. Still stands among the towering ruins. So the Capitol in Washington is not unique. I know the Capitol building from Washington, specifically from Fallout 3. Although it's a famous building and people know it from many places.
Session. Outsiders are forbidden to interfere.
And yeah, apparently it's just the main place of all states in the U.S. I'm generalizing. I know 2 states that have it, and it's gotta be all states. Maybe it isn't all states, but the point is, it's not unique, and that is interesting.
At ease, Sister Glory. I know what this is about. The Patriarch has sent the famous Desert Rangers to inquire after his son, Valor. I'll be with you in just a moment, Rangers. Justice is swift in God President Reagan's America.
God President, with capital G and capital P. I have Kiss Ass available at my here. Wait. God President is available? We respectfully request an audience with the God President to negotiate on behalf of the Patriarch.
Well, so polite. Excellent. We have something we'd like to discuss with you, too. Ronnie, are you ready to begin the trial?
Yes, Nancy. Present the accused.
Right.
Construct depicting the elder statesman. Curious. And beautiful.
That's Morningstar talking.
So you not only interrupt our trial, but you allow your machine to prattle on about our great God President?
You forgot the hyphen? Excuse me? Consistency here? Well, the car was built... I could lie. I mean, I could. Let's go with this one. Let's see whether it goes. The car was built for the original Reagan. You two would probably get along.
Preposterous. You've obviously been duped by some commie plot. We won't hold that against you, as outsiders fall victim to such things all the time. However, you will not bring that infernal contraption any further into our territory.
I don't think I can.
Now, back to the matter at hand.
It's, I don't understand the UI, how that would work.
Husband, this heathen godfisher attacked 3 of our commandos, captured 1, cut off his limbs, and sent him screaming into the sky.
Godfisher. She does air quotes of that. It's not fishmouth, I would assume.
The gods of the sky must be appeased, or the nurturing rains will never come. Thus we appease them with our sacred kites and the blood of unbelievers.
Well, that doesn't sound very civilized. What's the other one done?
One thing I noticed from Mother Nancy, or whatever her name is, the lady with the mouth noises. One thing I noticed that she valued the first word she said when her reputation went up was how very polite. And Reagan over here is saying, or the statue rather, is saying how very civilized, or rather the opposite. That's not very civilized. So I wondered if the statue is programmed to detect what is civilized and what isn't, and make a judgment based on that. Your god is awesome. Lowercase g, you would get killed. Some kind of Wizard of Oz thing. Is there a guy in there making it talk? Huh. You let a talking statue decide people's fates. That's not like any American justice we know. That's interesting that you would say that, because not in the world of Wasteland it isn't. In a real world it is. There's actually precedent that it goes on in the US that they have basically closed box algorithms deciding whether somebody is guilty or not, and it's just as ludicrous as this, except, well, not outwardly ludicrous because it's closed box, so it's like there's a bunch of secrecy and it's like, oh no, it's really good, when in fact we have no idea. So yeah, so it's just as ludicrous but not on the face of it. It's on the actual basis of it. Let's see what this does.
No justice could be more American than the justice of God President Reagan. Now please, no further interruptions. The other one, husband, is a communist robot from the machine commune who trespassed on our land.
Communist robot from the machine commune. Wait, Sal is a robot who trespassed on our land.
Your designation is incorrect. We are a direct democracy.
As opposed to a representative democracy, which is what the US is. At least, well, that's the specific term for it. The thing with the representative democracy is that the nuance of what makes it a representative democracy is lost on, this makes sense, I think, if you look at it as an American, which I believe this is intended for such an audience. But for an international audience, a direct democracy can be considered to be basically any democracy in the, well, not any democracy, but Portugal, for example, in the EU. Yeah, it's a direct democracy, as opposed to the representative democracy of the US. And the reason for that is, because specifically, the reason why I'm saying this, is that specifically the reason why the US is considered a representative democracy and other democracies, like Portugal, for example, are not, is that the president and the Congress... no, actually, I'm not sure if the Congress... No, not the Congress. Who is it? I'm not familiar. Is it the other one, the smaller house? What is the smallest house? The one with 100 people. Those are... I'm not sure if they're elected directly. No, the president, at the very least, isn't elected directly. It is elected by people who are elected. So it's the Electoral College, I believe is the name. And that's the crux. That's the point of calling the US a representative democracy rather than a direct democracy. However, calling it a direct democracy otherwise, if it didn't have the Electoral College, or calling Portugal specifically a direct democracy, is also making it a service to what democracy really means, in the sense of, well, not really means. When I say really means, I don't mean historically means. I mean like what the word could mean and what the word is supposed to mean, in the sense that it's the power to the people, basically. A direct democracy would be all the, people would have direct power over, in one form or another, obviously, over specific decisions of the government, rather than, electing somebody to make decisions for you, which is basically how Portugal works as well, except we directly elect them rather than through somebody else. But I don't, all this to say that I don't know what this means, but I suspect it means that they elect their president directly, rather than being a anarchistic democracy, if that makes sense, which it's sort of complicated to say it like that. The term itself, democracy, is so attached to historical precedent that it's kind of complicated to put it like that. But when I say anarchistic, I mean without the hierarchies, which is because he said commune before, so you know the communal holding of power would be necessarily anarchistic. So let's find out.
And I entered your lands to heal the injured humans. It is irrelevant whether one is communist. Communist? Communist? As for the hippie, no one can be denied the promise that is, well, America. Let's give her a second chance. Go and, sin no more.
Fools! The gods of the sky will devour you.
Thus is justice done in America. God bless us, and God bless God, President Reagan. Sorry to keep you waiting, but matters of state must come first. I'm Mother Nancy Reliance, and this is my husband, God President Reagan. Welcome to the shining city on the hill.
So many mouth noises. How do you even do that? Did you? I'm lowering her volume ever so slightly because she's also recording in a weird way. I don't know if this game was recorded like at people's own home studio or something, which is highly likely, in fact, because this was developed, well, the last few months anyway, under pandemic situation. So it's possible that the recording is a little bit more amateur because of that. But the audio editing shouldn't be amateur, though, and it is. It's not amateur. It's amateur level, I would say, because there's too many mouth noises. Now, I personally don't know how to remove mouth noises, and you can hear some of my mouth noises as well. Also, due to the fact that I basically have no plugins or anything running on my voice, and it's not being treated. It's straight out of my SM7V. SM7V? SM7B. That's the one. 7.5 is a... That's a completely different type of microphone. No, that's the... Is this that? Yes, SM7B, sorry. That's my microphone. The point is, the mouth noises, I don't know how to remove them, but I do know that they're removable. And they don't necessarily take too much time. They just take a little bit of... They take knowledge, because I don't know, and people do know. And she has so many mouth noises. And the mouth noises that I'm referring to are like the nasally claps and clicks that we make when we talk. And like when I say k, like for example, that sound, there's other noises that happen not at the back of my throat, because that's where the k sound comes from. There's other noises that are related to me moving my lips, or just sibilations or resonances that happen within the mouth. And it's very obvious that it's recorded like that, but it's more obvious for some people than it is for other people, and it is also more obvious in some recordings than it is on others in this game. And honestly, at the beginning of the game, I noticed that some, but it was mostly okay, and sometimes it just adds to the character, and it's really good. Sometimes mouth noises can be good, but... Did you see my mouth noises there? That's me thinking. I think with my mouth in my lips. But yeah, the point is that you should know. And I'll bring her volume up a little bit so you can pay attention to what I'm talking about. Anyway, she is. Let's go. Let's engage with the text though. Oh, that was just a fluffed line. Okay. Oh, she didn't say anything else. Okay, nice work blowing up that robot. No, I'm gonna side with the robots. So why did you kill the helpful robot and not the psycho who skinned your commando? That's a good question. Reagan's justice was impressive. Yes, it was. Can I get that gun? It's true, actually. Don't I have like a Reagan? Oh, no, I don't have a Reagan weapon. I have a Reagan car. Yeah, so why did you kill the helpful robot and not the psycho who skinned your commando?
First of all, I didn't kill it. Ronnie did. Second, the will of the God President is not to be questioned. If he spares one sinner and not another, there must be a reason. Now, if you still want to discuss Valor Buchanan, come and join Ronnie and I in the Western White House. We will receive you in the sacred server room. Good day.
Jelly beans! We haven't had any visitors since we paused the Patriarch's oil. You're the Rangers, right? Meeting God President Reagan is a great honor. Congratulations!
We have Sister Glory over here being very happy to see us. There's a lot of statues. These statues look very... Oh, there's also heavy machine turrets. The... Heavy machine gun turrets? Is that... That's a term. There's a Gipper mechanic over here.
Keep an eye out. Commies are everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, the Desert Rangers! We don't get many famous folks around these parts.
And as you can see, it's very clear that it's recorded differently. One of the problems with mouth noise, or one of the hardest, I would feel, I feel, the hardest things to, or the hardest types of lines that are in regards to mouth noises, is whenever there's soft voices and specifically hushed whispers, because obviously the ratio between our throat noise, as it were, and to our mouth noise is a lot lower when you're being like this, because it's got, like, if you want to make it like listenable, you need to crank the volume really high, and that of course amplifies everything, not just the whisper part. And that's, I think, what happened to her. She was just, either she had a very dynamic microphone, which is the thing, but it's, yeah, that's I don't really think that dynamic microphones or condenser microphones make that much of a difference, honestly. It's mostly in the high frequencies range. It doesn't really matter for voice work, in my opinion. But I'm not a professional, so I don't know anything. But yeah, let me know if you're what's the word? Not susceptible, but you know, if it annoys you, because it annoys me. Anyway, that's why I'm rambling about it.
You're getting the VIP treatment, too. Meeting the God President face to face. I'm Sister Nancy Glory, by the way. Anything I can do for you?
Many things, apparently. How did you and Mother Nancy make the statue kill that communist robot earlier?
Huh? Oh, we didn't do any of that. That was all the God President. Ain't that right, sir?
I have to protect my Nancy, don't I?
Oh, Ronnie. You're making me blush.
So the statue is the actual God President? We thought he was inside.
Oh, Ronnie's everywhere. He sees through every statue in this place. But the place he likes to be most is in the server room with Mother Nancy.
So the robot helped your people. Why? No, wait, that's the other way around. I'm thinking of the statue as the robot. No. That robot that you killed helped your people. Why did Reagan kill it?
Well, because the robot was a commie, obviously. But you never know with Ronnie. Last week, he spared a robot, killed 2 godfishers, and incinerated a tree. It's all part of his plan, though. I know that.
Mother Reliance said that Godfisher attacked your troops, so why set her free?
Ronnie set her free. She's one of them crazy godfishers. They like to hang people's torsos onto kites and fly them up in the air. Supposed to attract demons from the clouds or something like that. Ugh, disgusting heathen nonsense. It'll all go when we finally cleanse this place. This is Ronnie's land, his oil, and we ain't leaving. Not for cannibals, call me computers, pinko robots, or filthy plain savages. Not for anyone.
So your name is Nancy Glory, and your boss is Nancy Reliance? Why are so many of you named Nancy?
We take the name Nancy from Ronnie's original wife, back before the deluge of fire. It's the greatest honor a woman can achieve, being a Nancy.
I love my Nancy.
Oh, I love you too, Ronnie.
Oh, that explains why he said, because we were talking to Sister Glory over here, when he said, I need to protect my Nancy, and she said, you're making me blush. I didn't say anything, because I felt like I was missing something. And I was indeed, because her name is Nancy as well. When he says, I need to protect my Nancy, he's really saying, I need to protect my Nancys. There's probably another level of that as well, which is tied to there's no greater honor than being Nancy, because I'm pretty sure Nancy is seen as a derogatory name as well. Like, I think so. I've personally used it as that, but I'm not a native speaker, so maybe like, it sounds. It's like right? I'm not wrong. I know, admittedly, of course, that's a person's name. And here in Portuguese, we also have names that are used as derogatory terms. To put in just normal people's names. But it's just mostly just don't do it when you're talking about people who are actually called that. And don't do it when there's people near you who are called that, because it's just rude, really. But and obviously because I'm on camera, I might have Nancy's watching me on camera, so, or watching the Let's Play. So I don't mean to say that the name is not nice. I don't feel one way or the other. But it's what I'm saying is more on a pragmatic level. Obviously, is it used as a derogatory term to call people? Because it feels like it. It feels like it. Anyway. We could use a rebreathe. Oh no, we talked about the Godfishers. Sure. Take care, Glory.
You too, Rangers. Don't forget, Mother Nancy and Ronnie are waiting for you inside.
Mother Nancy's a different thing, though. Obviously, because it's not just Nancy. She's Nancy, but the Mother Nancy, now that's what it's all about. Also, the statue is connected to the turret over there. Just gotta pray harder, says that Gipper. Gipper Patriot is that the class of that guy. Oof. Yeah, I don't know what the sound is, but there's some sounds going on. Excuse me.
Well, hello down there. Looking forward to seeing you inside.
I don't know if that's a good voice or not for Reagan. I have no idea. I have not heard basically anything from Reagan. I think maybe that
Hold, heretics, before you step into our trap.
Miss That Burns. Oh, that's a trap. Okay, yeah, the Miss That Burns. She's the one that was being judged. Yeah, probably the only line that I heard of Reagan is him being like his stepping down speech when he was about to be impeached for crimes, and then he stepped down so that his vice president could pardon him, and then he wasn't prosecuted. That's just how that worked. And yeah, that's probably the only line. I don't remember. It doesn't sound like that, though. I don't think it sounds like that. So it might be just a whole made-up voice, or not supposed to be like Reagan. Because if it isn't the voice of Reagan, if it isn't like Reagan's computer program, which actually would make sense in Wasteland 3, or in the Wasteland setting, if it isn't Reagan in a computer, then it's somebody else pretending to be Reagan, you know what I mean? Or just a computer that's different. Miss That Burns. Are you the Godfisher who Reliance released? That requires perception? That's so nice of you, game, to say that I, Colonel RPG, have perception 6. Everybody who watches my Let's Play thinks that I have perception 0.
You have fine ears. I hope one day to send them skyward, so they may delight the gods of the sky. However, first we have a proposal for you. The mechanical giant known as Reagan kills our faithful, delaying the harvest. You have access to the Gipper's inner sanctum. It has 3 glowing hearts known as terminals. You will destroy these terminals so we may sweep across this land, making gifts of flesh to the sky. In return, you may pass through our camps without fear. We will not harm you.
Killing the Gippers would save us a lot of trouble. She's not really asking for us to kill the Gippers. She's asking us for us to destroy the terminals, which is, I suppose this is the way the game is telling us that it will result in us aggroing everybody around here. But the choices are very committal right now. There's the no. There's the yes. And there's the yes, but. I'm gonna go with yes, but Killing the Keepers would save us a lot of trouble, but we need Valor Buchanan alive. Spare him. Wait. Oh, this is not Victory. We haven't met Valor yet. Well, let's spare Valor for the moment.
We do not care to know the names of sacrifices. Everyone in the stronghold will go to the sky. Do we have a deal?
No, no deal.
Then you will die with the others.
Sounds good. You're all gonna die then. I'll say that. Maybe the Gippers are not. I don't know. If these guys are aggroed. Well, these are definitely aggroed. If these guys are aggroed, then they're all gonna die. Because we're gonna go there. That's the price of tying exploration to character progression. Is I must go everywhere, and that means that people will die. But it also means that we're out of time for the day. So that is Reagan. I'm sorry, I mispronounced it. On the television. I don't know what to say about that. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Wasteland 3. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.